Good afternoon, YouTube. Joel here from the Crypto team, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about Stellar because we've got some new news based on a partnership, and I'm just going to talk to you guys later in this video about what the partnership means and for the future of Stellar. But let's do a quick price analysis because Stellar is ranked 7th on CoinMarketCap, and as we can kind of see over here, all the cryptocurrencies are in the red, so it's a sea red right now. And if we look at the total market cap, it's gone down from around that 450 to 400 billion market cap size to 364 at present. So the market has dipped pretty hard. So it's okay to see all the cryptocurrencies dipping because they will most likely fluctuate back up in time. And so the current price of Stellar is just about 30 cents and has dipped pretty much 7% as of recent. And I have made a video on Stellar describing what this coin is all about and all the nitty gritty details. So you can check that out if you go through the Crypto channel. But going straight on to the Stellar's Twitter, and this is one of the tweets that they've put out just on the 8th of March, which was yesterday for me. It says, "We're very pleased to announce that Stellar Org is working with Keybase.io through a special instance of SDF's Partnership Grant Program." And the Partnership Grant Program, which is right here, it basically is Stellar accepting proposals from leading organizations that are building on the Stellar network to improve the global financial landscape and promote financial inclusion. And this is to incentivize our partners and reward network development. We will award selected partners with a significant Lumen grant to ensure that they are co-beneficiaries of network growth. So they're basically just making partnerships to grow the Stellar network, and obviously everyone will and there's some pretty good incentives. So everyone who does join will most likely do a good job and develop the Stellar cryptocurrency. And so it says exceptional organizations who develop and operate products and services that are crucially important to the Stellar network may receive up to 2 million USD. So there's a pretty solid incentive to develop stuff on this network. So maybe just like a small application could earn someone $2 million. So that's pretty good. And yeah, so that's the Stellar Grant Partnership Program, and Keybase has joined through this partnership. And basically, what Keybase is actually I can show you. This is their website here, and it's basically a new and free security app for mobile phones and computers for the geeks among us. As an open source, and it's powered by public key cryptography. So it's basically a private messenger app where everything is encrypted. So everything that you send through is untraceable, and it's only seeable by you and the other person you're sending it to. And you can easily just download the app from the website. And yeah, so this application is a messaging app so far, but merging with the Stellar platform, you should be able to trade the Stellar XLM cryptocurrency through the Keybase platform. So it's completely anonymous money sharing pretty much. So this is good if you want to send some money to one of your friends in another country, and it'll be nice and quick. And hopefully you'll be able to transfer the XLM into fiat cash nice and easily using this service. So that's pretty cool, and that's basically one solid um, accessibility point for the use cases for Stellar. So that's pretty cool. And just reading about the partnership announcement, it says, "We're very pleased to announce that Stellar is working with Keybase through a special instance of the SDF's partnership program. And Keybase has created a general set of cryptographically secure tools, which is chat, file storage, and Git, and we encourage you to check them out. And it is all open source. You can just check out the code and everything with it as well. So that's cool. And we're most interested in their groundbreaking effort to link strong cryptography to real-world identity. And we see a future where, say, I can send my friend 100 XLM, and via Keybase, he can receive it through their Twitter or Reddit handle, which is pretty cool. So it's nice and easy to send currency. There's barely issue in terms of the details you need to send it to. And you won't need some long string of digits as a key, just human readable usernames that you already know. So you can basically just type in the username of the person you want to send the money to. So that's pretty cool. There's no intricate numbers or like codes that you have to enter in. And in short, I can interact with her financially in the same way I interact with her socially. So that's cool. And the end product would be like a global decentralized Venmo, if you know what that is, where you can send around every asset under the sun, not just your local currency. That's where money is heading, and we want to get Stellar started along that path, which is pretty cool. So Stellar's got a pretty solid future ahead of it. And our financial contribution to Keybase will be a mix of the piteously over-centralized US dollar, whose value, if you can believe it, depends entirely on the whim of a few government officials, and then also XLM. So they're just wondering if regulation's gonna put a stake or stop the cryptocurrency altogether. So we'll see what happens in future. And our agreement with Keybase entails many practical Stellar-centric deliverables rather than giving out a list now and spinning up yet another crypto hype cycle. We'll announce products jointly with them as they're completed or near completion, which is pretty solid. That's what a good company should do. And we all know that the Keybase team is very well, except they know the Keybase team very well, except that they will create a critical Stellar ecosystem components over the coming years. So that's cool. So we can see that Stellar and Keybase will be working hand in hand to developing solid applications on the Stellar platform. And looking more about Keybase and its background, we can see that their Series A was led by Andreessen Horowitz, and they had an announcement made in this kind of article here that provided a detailed description of Keybase's broad goals, but it's basically all about maintaining their encrypted kind of platform where everything is private in terms of messaging or even sending, the Stellar cryptocurrency on the Keybase platform. And so they're focusing more on being private and nice and safe. So that's pretty good. And Keybase shares many of their views. So Stellar and Keybase alike share the same kind of views on privacy and centralization, namely that mandating government backdoors into secure services for emergency purposes is a bad idea. So it's basically giving governments and other entities access to information such as like your documents or passwords is a bad idea, because even in emergency cases, it's just the pros don't outweigh the cons, because if you have the data there and that backdoor available, hackers will be able to get into it. So it's not good to have these kind of secure services for emergencies actually in place, and that's okay. And Keybase and Stellar both don't want that to happen, so that means your data is probably more safe on Keybase than a lot of other messaging platforms such as Facebook. And Keybase has a world-class development team. The Keybase founders were previously founders of SparkNotes and OkCupid, which I'm sure you should have heard about, which OkCupid is a dating app, and SparkNotes is just a note platform, so that's pretty cool. And the team as a whole has a long history of creating impactful, consumer-friendly products. We can't think of any groups of developers we'd rather see contribute to the Stellar ecosystem, and they do an excellent job of explaining why Stellar plus Keybase partnerships make sense from their perspective, and we encourage you to read it. So we can actually touch on that nice and quick. But in present, Keybase has about 2,000 users and it's growing fast, and there is now an open Stellar team on Keybase, so if you want to get in touch, you can, and anyone can join the team to discuss with Stellar, Stellar plus Keybase, and so on. Get in on the namespace now before Crypto Bagans or this dude over here, or this guy, is taken, and you're going to want something good for your global public key alias when we take over the world. So that's pretty cute, and they're basically saying get a good username in before all the good usernames are taken, which is nice. So let's take a quick look at this Keybase article. It says Keybase is now supported by the Stellar Development Foundation, so it's basically talking about why they like Stellar. And now this is just a little bit of the positives again, which we'll quickly cover. So the transactions are pretty much zero. It's nice and quick. It's pretty good for the environment, and it's a popular, cryptocurrency. Other projects are jumping on board, and Stellar understands real currencies. Most cryptocurrencies usually do, and it's about a decentralized exchange. It's working, and they got a pretty solid team. And I guess that's all we've got for this video today. So for you holders out there, Stellar's having a rough time, but just hold in, because this cryptocurrency should pick up around mid-year, or definitely at the end of the year. And that's also, tell me what you guys think about this video in the comments below if you have any opinions. And if you like the video, just hit the like button. That's also, cheers.